So I'm going to start right here. This is a sensitive plant, and I started this by seed January 15th. And I had a couple seeds actually in this pot, but these are the only one took. I'm not surprised because the sensitive plant is kind of fussy. So why would a little seedling be any different? In this, I started some string of pearl seeds. I bought a string of pearls a couple months ago, and it was in flower when I bought it. And the flowers, I don't know, I just never cut them off, and they just kind of sat on the shelf. So I found them, and then when I had potted them up to try to see what would happen, I just did that on 310. So let's see, are there any other seedlings? Here's propagations. I always have propagations going. This is a baby that I cut off a mama plant and just stuck it right there in the soil. I have not watered it because it needs to callus over, but I'm just gonna let it sit like that for a few weeks. It should be fine sitting like that. It might even go ahead and root without water. Not quite sure, but I think it might do that. Succulents are pretty amazing. So here's another little sensitive plant, and the seedlings sprouted really quickly on that, so I will give them that. This, I don't remember exactly what I put in here. Let me see. I didn't put a label on it, of course. I think this might be a hibiscus seedling in here, hardy hibiscus. So in this table is where I have my bulbs and tubers. Every pot is labeled, so we have a colocasia there, propagated on or planted on 3-3. This is a dahlia crazy love, and this one I'm going to try to actually propagate probably this stem here. You have to cut it back down to the tuber, get as close to the tuber as you can, and that's supposed to be good for rooting. Here's a dahlia here. This dahlia is one of the ones that came in my big mixed bag of 15 tubers, so I don't have no idea what color, but I do know that they're all dinner plate dahlias. Then here we have Cana Picasso, planted on 3-3. Here's a colocasia that's already starting to bud up. I need to cover it with soil, but I like being able to see what's going on, so I haven't covered it back up yet. This one is probably a colocasia too. Dahlia, and the dahlias, surprisingly, they've all started coming up super quick and easy. I thought it would be a harder, longer process, just given that they can rot easily if you water them too much before they start growing. Here's another dahlia bluebell, which I got this dahlia and this dahlia crazy love from Kroger. So I think it was one bulb for $2.99. Excuse me. So here are all the hydrangeas, and you guys, if you watched my hydrangea video, you know about them. This is catnip that's not doing so great, and chamomile that's doing okay. These pots, they just dry out so fast. It's kind of hard to keep up with them. So over here I have a seed tray, zinnias planted on 3-4. And the zinnias go to here. Some of them have popped up, some of them haven't. We just have to see how it goes. I am excited to have zinnias though. I want to have like an area in the yard where I can just cut flowers and have bouquets all the time. Marigolds, I think, wait a minute. I think these two are marigolds, and these just this tray is zinnias. Then I have the little dwarf snapdragons here, and they all germinated very well, very quickly. Hopefully most of them survive, but we'll just have to see. Here is a Cana, what kind? Picasso. Back here is another dahlia. It's a dinner plate dahlia right there. And then over here I planted some what are they called? I know this. We'll skip them. There goes my hydrangeas. dahlia. Actually, I think it's labeled. This is labeled. Caladium, that's what it is. So I have a box of caladiums. It's a white mix. Doesn't tell you exactly which is which, but that's a caladium. This is full of caladiums. This is full of caladiums. They're gonna go out on my front steps. Dahlia, that's probably a caladium there. That is a Canna. This, I think this is a Canna too. Elephant ear. And then down here, and you know, please excuse this, I needed something to sit this in, but this is the giant Magnum Colocaceae. I haven't noticed any growth on them yet. They were planted 219. I read that you may not see growth, but they probably are putting out roots, which is fine. Down here, I have Dahlia Mix, which is the dinner plate dahlias. Back there is probably dahlias and colocaceae. Yep. So I have all of these things. They get some light on the pot, but I haven't noticed that they actually need light, a huge amount of light to start to grow. You know, and some of the like Cannas and caladiums were already growing in the bag. So, you know, that's like complete darkness almost. So I got some Canna Picassos, Caladium White Blend. I got more space to stick something here, which I plan to. And I have this table here that's gonna get a tray of seeds. Down here we have elephant ears, Cannas. I don't know if there's any dahlias on this tray. Let's see. Elephant ears, any dahlias. I think these are mostly colocaceae. And mostly colocaceae and probably this, yeah, two Cannas and then colocaceae. All right, so let's head to the grow room. Oh, I have one more place to show you. Give me a second. These two planters sit inside of taller plant stands for my front porch. So I have begonias growing in here. So I have it set up that I have pink. So these are the pink and white begonias here. Pink and white. This is a yellow. This is a double pink, and then a white caladium, three white caladiums back there, one white caladium here, and this pot is set up exactly the same way. So I have one little begonia coming up right there, nothing else, or right there, and then that little pink spot right there. And then this just has that. So that's part of my, sorry, my finger's in the way, of course. That's part of my plant starting. So let's head down to the grow room. Here we are. All right, so I keep these lights on during regular daylight hours, and then I turn them off at night. And I apologize because this room is dirty. I did a lot of potting last night, and then I just was tired and went to bed. So I have a lot of things started in here. We've got some of these, nasturtium or nasturtium, however you pronounce that. I think that's the same. We've got colas growing. There's petunias here. We've got a dahlia seeds growing. Maybe I turn this one off. So we've got lettuce that looks like it's coming back because the lettuce tried to, like a couple came up and then they died right away. So it looks like they're coming back, which would be nice. And then this one is, what are you? Aster, which is going right there. We have Chinese lantern, which has not come up yet. On this row, I know I've got the rows labeled all crazy, but I know it's my crazy and I know how it works. So coluses, we got petunias here. Petunias are gonna be the main annual that I'm using in pots and around the yard. So I'm growing a ton of petunias. We've got, what's in here? Petunias, of course. These are Not hollyhocks that I started upstairs. Let me turn this off, it might be helpful. Okay, so we got hollyhocks here and back there. These are, I think these are the bachelor buttons. We've got colas here, which I transplanted and it looks terrible. They look awful. I hope they live because I want a lot of colas too. Then back there is going to be some more aster. I planted some strawberries. I planted some lemon seeds. And I also planted some caladium white queen over here. These are the caladium white queens. And then what's in these little ones? Sometimes you forget everything you plant. Caladium white queen. It's a teeny tiny little tuber in there, I remember now. Caladium white queen, and then this, let me see if this is still caladium. Caladium white queen. So I have grow lights here, grow lights there, and all this setup changes every time I move things upstairs. I change it around because then the space is different, the light is different. The next tray to go up will probably be this tray or possibly this tray, but the space in front of my windows, I need to have like a high up position to put them. So if I don't have anything to set them on, then it's going to be hard because of the cats. So I've got stuff going up there. I think this is a little hosta that I got from outside. And then this is, I don't know what that is. This is a dahlia tuber. And you can really just stick tubers, seeds into anything that can drain. That's what you want to do. Alright, so let's move over here. I have a grow light right there in the ceiling, and I have more pots here, colocasias, dahlias. I've got cannas over here that I just planted last night. There's one that was just coming up it was growing already in the bag, which I love that because he's like already ready to go. He's ready for summer. Caladiums, dahlia mix, and then some more dahlias and things like that that aren't coming up. And when I'm potting up something like this that isn't coming up yet, that isn't actively growing, I water it thoroughly the first time, and then that's it until I see growth. So let me show you these messy shelves. This is where I'm keeping all my stuff. I want to show you guys. Here are what I bought and have been planting. So these are the cannas. So you have the Picasso, Canna Red Futurity, Canna Yellow Futurity, however you say that. Here are the begonias. They're so cute. I love that. And they're going to do so well in the shade. Begonia double pink and white. Here is the Caladium white blend. So I don't, exactly know the names of these individually, but I know that they're white. And then there is the Caladium white queen, which is going to be really pretty. Can't wait for that. And then, I keep all of these so I know exactly what's going on and what I've planted here. So we got the Canna Wyoming. I got bulbs coming up. I've got all kind of stuff going on. Here's my seed box that has stuff in it. These are the seeds that I have yet to plant that haven't finished planting those, potting those up. Here is the dahlia tag. So I keep these things so I can know, what I have going on. It's a dinner plate mix. Here is the Colocasia elephant ear tag. So I can remember exactly what it is and what it's supposed to look like. And then these are the magnum size elephant ear. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have going on down here. I need some more. I want to get some more boxes of these from Sam's Club. That's where I got them initially. To me, that's the best deal. I get the most bulk for the least amount of money. So I'm definitely going to go back there and get a few more boxes of things But yeah, so I just want to give you guys this tour. All right, thank you so much for watching.